for good reason. There's a giant net of hay. And he's just gonna pork out all day unless I kick him out. I thought maybe they would come, but on their own, but no dice. It's just me and the dogs. It's a beautiful morning. What do you think? Yep. That was a good hill. Missy's way down there. And Fudge is still eating. So today I have a little extra time to walk the dogs in daylight because I'm working from home today. Today is Thursday, which means it's an aesthetics day. And that's my favorite day. I've been doing aesthetics for 26 years. That's a bit nuts, but it doesn't feel like something I'm tired of. I love it. I love, well, the facials. That's what I mostly do. And I absolutely adore it. I did my Reiki training years and years ago. And I feel that that's a part of every facial. So you get, you know, the healing of touch, but also the healing of energy work. Plus, the line that I use, Eminence, is an organic line out of Hungary. And they make really nice products, really nice products. You could eat them. It wouldn't taste good, but you could eat them. So I have 3 facials today, back to back. It'll be a bit busy, but the good kind. Yeah, so if one of my clients lets me, I might be able to film a little bit of that. I will see. And otherwise, I'll see you a little later.
Day 4. Boy, time's flying. I balled up days 2 and 3. You probably see it, even if I don't, the other day. Gosh, I have to dig for it this time. There it is, way at the bottom. I bet I know what it is. Perfect, a bag. Oh, nothing on the back, just the front. Looks good.
Hello. I've got a few moments between clients and everything's clean and tidy, so I thought I'd better get a bit of the ironing done while I can. I think I'll hear when she shows up because the dogs always bark. Now, as a rule, I don't normally iron, but I got these lovely linen tea towels and they just look really terrible if you don't iron them before you hang them up. So that's what I'm doing, at least until my client gets here, and then the room will smell nice. I don't know about you, but I love the smell of ironing. I don't know, the smell of pressed fabric. It's nice. Maybe it's because I wish I had more time to sew. I do enjoy it, I just never do it. If I was gonna choose one crafty hobby thing, it would definitely be knitting because it's more portable and I can take part in family life when I do it. And at this stage in the game, that's important. Yeah, so I've had 2 clients. I got 1 more to go. And this is the best kind of day because it's all facials. And that's my favorite for sure. See? Lovely. And the best part about these tea towels is it has one of these. So you can hang it up and it doesn't just fall off the hook and litter up the countertop. I hate it when I've got a tea towel on the countertop because then it gets used as a cloth and then it's dirty again in no time. Can you see Brian? Yeah, he's hairing up the facial bed. I normally have the Brian barrier down so that he can't get everything hairy, but he seems to know when he's not wanted. Actually, he is wanted. Most of my clients love it when Brian comes to visit and he lies on them and just goes to sleep and everybody's cozy and happy, and sometimes my clients fall asleep too. So I do have some footage from a few weeks ago. Actually, it was last weekend. So my husband loves to do firewood. It's a big job. He just finished all the firewood for our house. The woodshed is full, but his dad's not able to do the firewood anymore. So my husband went with his brand new firewood processor attachment for the skid steer, which he thinks is the most amazing toy ever. He took that into the woods last weekend and cut up a bunch of trees, and then I hauled them with the side by side to the house and hauled them up all the steps and stacked up the firewood on their deck. So they've got, I think, hopefully a winter's worth of firewood ready to go. So I'll show you a little bit of that footage. Well, you'll be watching it right now, I'm sure. And yeah, I'll catch up with you a little later. That went well, I think. Hopefully we don't ruffle too many feathers. We live in a community where the people who go to the hall and the people who've always organized the events, like the Christmas dinner, have done things the same way for a long time. So even changing the seating arrangements might be, well, I don't want to say traumatic, but kind of traumatic for the people who are really stuck in their ways. But I do believe that we've made comfortable seating arrangements for 48 people. So if we get that many come out, which we might, that'll be a really good thing. It'll be a really good thing. So we have like a core group of people who do all of the traditional holiday food. So there's potatoes, gravy, stuffing, buns, cranberry sauce, and turkey. So this year I'm in charge of the cranberry sauce, the buns, so that's 4 dozen I think I should probably make, and the butter, whatever, that's no big deal. So I guess I'll go to the store and pick up a few more. I need to get more flour and more butter, but I think I've got everything else. So that'll be fun. That'll be Saturday's task, making all that stuff. Plus I want to bring a dessert, and I think what I'm going to bring is millionaire shortbread, which is a recipe that our Scottish dispatcher recommended. He said it's his favorite, and when I looked at the recipes I thought, this looks pretty good, but I'm not really keen on corn syrup. I try not to bake with it except if I'm making butter tarts, which I also have to make at some point. Classic Canadian food. But if I'm making millionaire shortbread, then I'll make real caramel for the middle, and I'll take you along for the ride. I think I'm gonna probably make some up on Saturday as well. And yeah, they're delicious. What is your favorite holiday bake? I have to say, yeah, millionaire shortbread's right up there now that I've learned how to make it. And the other one I really like is cherry flips, which is like, you know, if you were to measure the sugar scale from 0 to 10, it's probably at like a 15. It's so sweet, but it's like a shortbread with egg. And then you put a cherry inside, like the red ones that probably cause cancer. inside, and then you make a glaze with the cherry juice and icing sugar and you put it on top. And it's very time consuming, and they last about like 2 days in our house because everybody eats them, but they're delicious. So I'll probably make those at some point, but definitely the millionaire shortbread on Saturday. Well, it's not Saturday yet. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Sundown in Sundry, which is our annual town-wide. Everything goes on sale. There's like special events, there's music, there's all kinds of really cool stuff. So I will try to be out for some of that tomorrow. And if I am, I will film it. And it'll be fun. So now it's time for a bit of knitting. I might have to go out and lock up the horses. No, not really necessary to do that, but well, we'll see. It's cold out there and I don't really feel like going outside again, so we'll see if maybe my husband will do it. We kind of have a good rhythm going. Like he will let the dogs, like lock the dogs up and do all the nighttime stuff, and I will do all the morning stuff. So he, if the phone doesn't ring for work, will lay in bed a little longer than me. I usually get up around 5 or 6 depending, and he'll get up a little bit later. So I do all the chores in the morning, as you've seen, and then he usually does the nighttime stuff, which is great because it's stupid. I'm not afraid of cougars during the day, but I'm very afraid of cougars at night, even though I would never know it. If a cougar was going to attack me, I would be dead probably before I even knew what was happening. So I don't really have an irrational fear of cougars unless it's dark out. And then I think there's a million cougars all around me. There have been cougars, but not usually sightings around our yard. I always look for paw prints. I never have seen any cougar paw prints, but I do know that there's plenty of sightings just a little further down the road where they have a lot of sheep. And we even haven't had bear sightings in and around our place. That might have something to do with the dogs, but I think it's more just because we're just that much more uphill from the river, and the bears tend to stay closer to the river. But as you saw, we do have quite a few moose. There's like a wildlife corridor for ungulates just to the south of our place. So often you have moose and deer, and you can just see the poops and the tracks in the winter too. So yeah, that's it for today. Write in the comments what your favorite holiday dessert is. I've been watching the Great British Baking Show, and I didn't realize there were so many desserts out there that I didn't know existed. Like half of them at least I did not know existed. I'm very much in my North American Nanaimo bar Rice Krispie square bubble. And there's just so much more out there that I probably shouldn't eat anyway, but it does look nice to watch to watch it on TV. So tell me your favorite dessert for Christmas, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good night.